And hello, Laurelwood family. How's it going out there? Hope you guys are doing swell. Hope you guys are enjoying this nice sunny day. I know I am because I'm in my essentially second level attic right now and sweating. But
Right, but is it really a sunny day? I don't know.
it is in
Does this?
Washougal. Well, I mean, it's
Okay,
like cloudy, but it was sunny at one point.
yeah. It was. See, okay. This is a great lead-off question. What constitutes a sunny day? Because the sun was present for parts of the day, but I would say that today has been cloudy.
Okay,
Monica,
you know what the trippy thing is? Partly cloudy is actually more sunny than partly sunny.
what?
If you're describing the weather as partly sunny, it's actually less sunny than partly cloudy.
I literally have no idea what you just said. Um, okay, so I'm seeing on the chat people
Okay.
disagree. People are disagreeing with me, and that's okay. You can disagree. That's
I
all
think
right.
we're all just so desperate for sun because the last like week and a half or 2 weeks has been nothing but miserable rain. So we're like, this counts. This counts.
It counts. Yeah, John Rawson said it's in the Northwest. It counts. All right.
Okay, I
Now,
like
now,
that.
technically, if Steve Lance were on here, I'm sure
Uh-huh.
Steve would correct us. Technically, the sun is always out.
Oh my gosh,
You know what
whatever.
I'm just saying. Technically, the sun is always out.
Okay,
Um,
scientists, we get
yeah.
it.
But okay, so I think the distinction I'm seeing on the chat here
Okay,
is it's warm, and I think people are equating the fact that it's
truth.
warm with it being sunny. I would say it's
Okay.
more overcast, and I would say that the heat is just coming as a natural byproduct of it being
Mm.
almost June. But I would not say today has been sunny. That's what I'm saying. Okay.
Okay, all right, fair enough. I mean, if you want to be a downer about it, that's fine.
No,
It's not like
I'm
we
not-
it's not like we couldn't use more bad news right now, Kevin.
you just gotta watch John Krasinski. Some
Yeah,
good news
there
that
we
you know that'll fill up
Oh
your tank.
man, we got a good crowd here tonight. I see the Hagans, John, Tracy, Angela. Who else?
Yeah, I
is
saw
here?
Elizabeth
Melanie,
Elizabeth Hightower earlier.
Yeah.
Where she
David,
I love
Jenny,
each
Anna.
one.
Oh my goodness, everyone's pouring in. Amy Lacey's here. Hello, everybody. How are you
Yeah.
guys doing? Wow, and Leighton's here. Naomi's here. That's harsh, Luke. I'm sorry, Naomi. Too much sass. I'm just in a sassy mood. What can I say?
Oh, funny. Yeah, and for the record, I don't consider myself a pessimist,
Uh-huh.
contrary to what Leighton Powell says.
Mm,
I think I'm fairly optimistic. I'm also a realist though, and
I feel like-
realistically,
I feel like you're optimistic, but you're also someone who's critical of like.
there you go.
So
I'm.
it's weird
I'm
because they combat each other sometimes.
No. I'm super positive. I'm super optimistic. I'm
Yeah.
super encouraging, but I'm also crazy critical. I'm hypercritical. I will point out every single flaw.
So-
You know who the most critical person is of the Sunday live stream? It's me.
yeah,
like-
well, that's true. Yeah,
Like we.
but
we,
you're probably also the most invested. Or
yeah,
one of
probably.
the most.
Well,
So.
no, yeah. I mean, like the music. When we do the music, I'm always picking it apart. It's a whole thing. But
True.
whatever. Hey, so great news, everyone on the live chat or community chat. We have a really fun evening planned with some of our students. But I want to let you guys know kind of what the coming schedule is, since we talked about both as staff and as elders, just about the fact that we want to try to keep some digital presence going, even when we're back and things are normal, the new normal, whatever. And so what I'm trying to do is create some kind of a schedule of what our Tuesday chats will look like, and in the future we might change this more like a Monday night at 7 p.m. I've talked to a number of people, and Mondays at 7 seem to maybe be better. For right now, we're doing Tuesdays at 5, whatever. My point, though, is tonight we have our students. Next Tuesday night at, June 2nd, we have another worship night. I'll be in front of my piano, and I'll be taking your worship request, and we'll sing together.
It's stump the worship pastor.
So,
You have to pick a song that he can't play because it's actually quite difficult.
Yeah, Delaney O'Haver,
Yes, we had
last
one.
time. He was the only person that stumped me, and in fairness, that's because he did some Phil Wickham song that I hadn't heard yet. Anyway, so next Tuesday at 5 p.m. it'll be a worship night. See if you can stump me, but don't try too hard because we actually want to be able to sing together.
True.
And then the following Tuesday, which would be June 9th, we are going to have Coach John, who's on our chat right now. Coach John is going to be on our Tuesday chat.
Yep. And I was talking to him earlier today, and he said, bring the hardest, craziest questions, the ones that are really embarrassing. Make sure you bring all of those ones. That's what I remember him specifically telling me. So.
Or Tracy Halstead just said it's a roast night, a roast Coach John night. Okay, so
I don't know if we need to roast him. We just need to ask him hard questions.
I think it'd be fun. You know, whatever you want to do on June 9th, just have at it with.
See, the problem
Coach
is
John.
every time you say roast, I think of The Office, the episode where they roast Michael Scott, and I'm like, it's just gonna turn into that.
And then you boom roasted. Boom, roasted. Okay.
Oh, John makes a good point though. Monday Night Football in the fall. I guess we'll just have to stream Monday Night Football. We can just talk about that. It'll be part of the community chat. I don't know.
So the new Monday night community chat will consist of live updates and commentary.
We'll just have the game at the bottom of the screen.
It's like a little picture at the bottom, and it's like with the game going, and then just running commentary from you and me. Or whoever. Oh man! Actually, I bet John Rawson might be interested in doing like color commentary on a 1 hour Monday chat. That'd be cool. Fun.
Yeah.
Jeremy Nash is down with that. See.
All right.
Okay, enough of this. Here we go.
Yeah. All right. Is it time to bring in our lovely students that are joining us, Kevin? All right, let's do it. So. I'm going to bring them into the stream. Hello, everybody. Feel free to unmute yourselves, and we'll go around one at a time so that you can introduce yourselves and tell the stream a little bit about who you are. So we're going to go around, and I want you to share your name, your grade, and then your favorite hobby to do. If you just have some extra free time, what do you like to do? So we'll start top left of the screen, which means that's you, Aaliyah, which I guess you don't need to share your name because I just shared it for you. But go ahead.
Hi, I'm Aaliyah Matheson, and I'm in 4th grade, and I love painting.
Ooh, painting. What kind of painting?
Any painting. Sometimes I do landscape, cartoon, or I like all of them.
Do you want to paint the walls of my house?
I've done it before in my own house.
Okay.
So.
All right, I'm assuming that's not the type of painting you meant, but just thought I'd ask. All right, and we also have Ava. Why don't you go ahead and share?
Hello, my name is Ava, and I'm in 4th grade, and my favorite hobby is art.
Ooh, so there we go. 2 arts in a row. Nice. Awesome.
Yeah, I was gonna say, between Aaliyah and Ava, we could do like a whole collage thing and maybe a mural like at the church, and when we come back, there's this big mural on the stage or something.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we have plenty of time right now, so there you go. Luke, go ahead and share.
I'm Luke Lundahl, and I'm a junior, and what I've been doing a lot of as a hobby recently is watching a bunch of action movies. So.
Ooh, best one. During quarantine, not like ever.
During quarantine. Okay, there's this one on Netflix called Mine, and it had like a terrible score on Rotten Tomatoes. I'm like, all right, this will be cool. And I watched it, and it was actually somewhat enjoyable. So
you intentionally watched a bad movie, and it turned out great.
Yes, it was very nice.
Like
you know, I appreciate that, Luke Lundahl. I appreciate that you ignored the Rotten Tomato score. I purposely, when I go to a movie, I purposely do not look at the score. I don't read the critics because I want to experience the movie for myself. I appreciate that.
It's
Luke.
easy to do that though, Kevin, when you watch like 300 movies every couple months. So.
Not a couple months, like okay. In a year. Okay.
All right, Taryn, we'd love for you to share. Go ahead.
I'm Taryn, and I'm a senior. And I guess my favorite hobby during quarantine, I don't know. Hold on. Okay, I guess it is playing Fortnite.
Nice.
We were just talking about that. But...
There you go. Awesome.
So we were actually, before we went live, we were actually talking about Fortnite. And I asked the question, Taryn, I'm like, does anyone still play Fortnite? And she's like, I do. So
there you go. Well, thank you guys all for being here. I'm excited to have you guys here and to talk a little bit. We wanted to take this night to share with the rest of our church how you guys are doing. You guys are kind of representing all students down from elementary to senior year, and even a little bit of a different take from Luke, who's doing as a junior, doing running start through Clark right now. So we can get a couple different perspectives. So chat, if you guys have any questions, anything you'd like to know from them, feel free to put that in the chat. But Kevin, would you want to kick us off with our first question for them?
Yeah, one of the questions that I just think is a fascinating question. I want to hear from a couple of you, and maybe we can just go around the go around the same Aaliyah, Ava, Luke, Taryn pattern. But just real quickly, what went through your mind when you first heard school is canceled for the entire year? What was your initial thought? Just kind of your reaction. Aaliyah, start with you.
To be honest, I wasn't that surprised. I kind of knew it was coming. I just wasn't expecting it to be that soon. Because I had heard of a lot of other schools closing down, but I was thinking like once we got back from that weekend, then it will be canceled. I just wasn't expecting it that day.
Wow.
And then Ava, your reaction when you heard.
Well, same as Aaliyah, I wasn't really surprised, but kind of, because I didn't think my school would really close down, but I was kind of expecting it, well, not expecting it.
Good. Luke, Lundahl.
For me, as soon as I heard about it, I didn't even think about school, honestly. I was just like, oh no, all my plans, our vacation, our Disney trip and everything, I was just thinking about everything except for school. I'm just like, school, all right, that's gone, whatever. And then everything else, I was actually like really sad about.
Oh man, yeah.
And then Taryn, for you as a senior, what was your reaction hearing about school being canceled?
Honestly, like when I first heard the news, we were like, oh my gosh, school's canceled for like a whole entire month. We get Coronication. I was excited, but then all of a sudden, like, they kept on pushing back when school was going to start. And then all of a sudden they said, oh, nope, school's canceled. And then I was like, wow, this kind of sucks. Like, I thought we would be able to go back. So now it's like my senior year, I'm spending it at home, not being able to do the events and stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, well, but now I'm just like,
yeah. Speaking of which, Allison is asking you, what's something special your family or others have done to celebrate your graduation, or do they have some plans coming up that you know of?
I know that like we did like sometime a party. I don't know when, but once everything's done, we're gonna have a party. I also do know that like my parents are getting me a graduation present. We're doing the announcements, and right now we don't really have anything planned, but I don't know.
Yeah.
We're just trying to figure out as things go.
Yep. So we'll do another rapid fire question. Naomi Ball wants to know what class do you miss the most, or maybe what subject do you miss the most at school? So we'll go rapid fire again. Aaliyah, what class or subject are you missing the most right now?
Missing the most. Probably, like, I didn't really have classes, but the subject I probably missed the most was reading, because I missed kind of just like sitting down and reading, and we would have these amazing lessons, and now I just can't do that. So
yeah. Ava, how about you?
We have something called WIN groups. They're called What Our Need, and they're like reading. So I miss those the most.
And Luke?
Oh, he may have froze. Move on to
Luke
Taryn.
Froze. Okay, we're moving on to Taryn.
I am missing video production.
Yeah, hard to do that one at home.
I mean, we're still doing it at home.
Are you?
Though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We're
Like,
doing the video announcements.
Are you using just like a cell phone to record it?
Yes. So like, we like me and my family, we come up with ideas and then we record it and then we put it on and then I send it in for the announcements. So
Got it.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, looks like we lost Luke.
Yeah. Well, I'll work on getting him back in, but
All right, in the
you keep asking
meantime,
more questions.
Yeah, we got we'll do another just rapid fire question. What restaurant do you miss going to the most? Aaliyah, start with you. Favorite restaurant that you're missing going to right now?
Probably Red Robin. It's my favorite restaurant. Every
What do you-
time we have like a holiday, I always go there.
I love it. Do you have a favorite burger at Red Robin that you eat?
I don't get the burgers.
Oh, okay. What do you get at Red Robin?
Normally I get some type of pasta thing like that.
Whoa,
Gotcha.
That's fancy.
That is. Ava, how about you? Favorite restaurant?
Well, my favorite restaurant that's closed is probably Golden Corral.
I know the buffet.
Forever closed. Probably.
I was gonna take Callie there for her birthday, and they closed. I mean, don't you think at some point like buffets will open again?
Who
right?
knows? Who knows?
Nah.
They gotta
Taryn.
they gotta figure out something.
Taryn, how about you?
Okay. I think my parents already know this, but it's Los Patrios. It's this Mexican restaurant. It's like my absolute favorite. And I order the same thing always. And I get the cheese dip. And I miss it so much.
That's funny
So-
because your dad said Mrs. Red Robin, so apparently they didn't know.
How is it?
David said Red Robin, so
Yeah. Literally,
There.
literally what yeah, David Lacey goes, Taryn Mrs. Red Robin. Those are his exact words.
We barely even eat there.
Oh, okay. Clarification. David says if you want to irritate Taryn, call it Red Robins with like an S at the end.
Oh, that's probably why he did that.
Okay. See, I thought it was actually just a typo. I thought he was just like Red Robin, but
No,
All right.
he
Luke
Yeah.
Lundall's back in the house. Hey, while you
Yes.
were away, what restaurant do you miss going to the most? Is the question Tracy Halstead asked.
I'm gonna have to go. I know you guys were just talking about it, but I'm also gonna have to say Red Robin. I
Wow.
went there a bunch before quarantine, and
My
now it
goodness.
just stopped. So
But Red Robin still has takeout. Have you guys done takeout, or is
I
it
have.
like? Okay.
we've not.
Yeah, it's weird because it's like I think part of the experience is just being there, right? And you know, like the refills on the freckled lemonades and
Bottomless
all that.
fries.
Yeah, well, and that's what Tracy Hall said. It's the atmosphere.
Mm.
It's the atmosphere. Okay, we got a bunch of questions coming in. Maybe Luke, should we just pick a couple people to
Yeah.
ask?
Yeah. I see in the chat Michael's asking what's been the biggest challenge not going to school and what's been the biggest disappointment in online school, or maybe the hardest thing that you've had to deal with being with school online, and maybe just one or two. Does anyone have an answer right off the top of your head? Yeah, Ava, go for it.
Not seeing my friends.
Yes. Aaliyah, what about for you?
He asked like what was the hardest thing on online school. I
Yeah.
would say like lack of communication, because it's hard when you have a question on something and so like you message them and then they don't reply till days later,
Oh,
and then like
wow.
the assignment's already due. So
Are you talking about your teachers?
yeah,
Just communication with them? Yeah, it seems hard. I'm sure they have to communicate with a bunch of people all at the same time, so yeah, that's hard.
Hey, Aaliyah, we got another question just for you. This is from my daughter, Haley. Haley wants to know to Aaliyah, are there any plans you were going to do, but you didn't get to because of the coronavirus?
yes, we were going to go to Palm Springs this summer,
Oh,
which was really fun because I've never been there. So I was very excited, but now we can't.
I also see Pascal. He's asking you guys, how are you dealing with your parents? And be careful with this question. Maybe don't bash them, but just how are you guys doing as a family? Has it been difficult for you?
I want to hear from the high school students. Tyrion, we're gonna start with you. Yes.
Okay. So, sometimes dealing with my parents. I just hear them yelling
As your family is watching right now.
Yeah, keep in mind that they're watching. Okay.
No, but at times it's like okay, we get along some days, but then like all of a sudden like we get like in this mood where like we can't stand each other and like we just want to like be away, so we like go, nope, I'm going here, and then we sometimes get into arguments, but like it's just a typical thing that you would think that would happen if you're stuck in the house all day with your family.
Yep.
So
Yep.
nothing new.
Luke, what about for you?
Initially, I was kind of worried about what would happen, but like after all this time now, it's actually been surprisingly normal. It's actually been
Wow.
pretty nice overall. Like,
are you just saying that because Rebecca just chatted "Be nice, Luke" and she just had to go through surgery?
No, it's been good. It's been good. But like, I don't know. The only thing is though, I tend to like to stay up way later than everybody else does, so I get a lot of go to bed earlier, put your phone away earlier, yada yada, and so that can get on my nerves sometimes. But other than that, we just kind of act as normal.
Now, I don't want Ava and Aaliyah to think they got out of a tough question. Later on, Mike Lewis has a question, and I'm going to ask that for Ava and Aaliyah. But before we get there, I think this is a quick rapid fire one that we could all do. Sam Halstead saying, if you could choose to dye your siblings' hair any color, what color would you dye your siblings' hair? Now, not your hair. So I want you, Aaliyah, to think, what would you do for Avery? What color hair would you do for Avery if you could, Aaliyah?
I'm thinking if I know she might be watching, so do I want to make her happy or do I dye her an interesting color? I'm gonna, what I think would look good in her. She has some highlights that she doesn't really like anymore. And I would dye her hair like a chocolate brown. And so it's like a brown.
Okay.
Very nice. Ava, what your brother Liam, what color would you do Liam's hair?
Oh no.
Black.
Oh
Black.
Wow. All right.
Luke Lundahl, how about let's go with Natalie. Let's go with your sister.
Well, she's been wearing a lot of darker clothes recently, so it'd be like, you know what? How about this? How about we just bleach your hair?
Just leave it bleached.
Yes.
Just bleach it. And then Taryn, how about you?
The question is which sibling, and I don't live with any of them. So
All right, pick a sibling and let us know
Pick
which one,
Zach. It's gotta be Zach.
my brother.
Yeah.
Well, but you got Emmy. Emmy's on
I
here.
guess that's true. Emmy's on
Heather's
here.
on here.
Emmy.
Yeah, pick Emmy.
Well,
All right, that's fine.
I know Emmy has struggles with like hair. I would probably dye it blue, to be honest.
Okay. All right.
I don't know how she would like that.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, let's jump to Michael's question. I like that.
Yeah,
Kevin.
this is for Aaliyah and Ava. Luke, go ahead and ask the question.
Oh, all right. So what's one thing you are doing to drive your parents nuts during this quarantine time? Like, what has made them so annoyed and frustrated at you?
This happens a lot at dinner. So when I ask a question and then my parents answer it, and then I'm like, okay, I have the answer. And so then I start talking to somebody else, and then I don't realize that my parents are still talking. And so they're like, hey, I was still talking to you. And I was like,
no.
And real quick before we jump to Ava, so Aaliyah, your mom says that we're supposed to ask you about You Just Need. Is there something about You Just Need?
Oh, like I said, I love doing like craft projects. And so whenever I'm asking my mom if like I can do like a craft or something, she's like, no, like we don't have time today. And I was like, come on, all you need is, and I like list the super simple supplies. And I do that like with everything.
Oh wow.
Without even
Does it
realizing.
work?
I always joke like you.
Is it successful? Does it work?
Sometimes, because
All
like
right.
sometimes they're super simple, and I'm like, all you need is this.
Gotcha.
So, sometimes.
All right, Ava. Now to you. What is driving your parents nuts that you're doing?
Me and my brother arguing.
That would do it. I see that. Do you guys argue a lot? No.
Half and half.
Okay.
I love how like sweet and simple Ava is about it. She's like, well, here's the deal. Just me and my brother arguing. I know it drives my parents nuts. It's hard to imagine you not being sweet, but I bet you're not always super sweet because that's just the way life works, right?
Yep.
That's a yes. What other questions do we have on here? I thought I saw
Still have a
one.
few.
Oh, Krista Hagen.
Maybe we'll just ask one person.
Yeah, let's do Luke Lundell on this question. Luke, if you were gifted $1 million, how would you spend it? But here's the qualification. You cannot spend it on yourself. $1 million, what would you spend it on? Can't be yourself.
And you can't loophole it by making yourself Batman and gifting Batman that money.
Yeah,
That doesn't count, because I know you're thinking that.
Company.
I don't know what you think my relation to Batman is. I don't know what you're thinking there. But whatever the case, well, of course, first of all, my parents would be like 10%. So 10% goes to the church, of course. And then other than that, gosh, that is a hard one. I don't know, some kind of charity, I guess. I know I'd probably just buy a car or something. But if it's for other people, I'd have to look into some things, I suppose.
What about buying a car for all your, like, buy everyone else a car?
Yeah, buy me a car. I could really use a Tesla right now.
All right, I'll buy you a Tesla.
Okay, thank
Sure.
you. All right, Miwa was asking, do you guys have any creative activity you do at home? And since I think Aaliyah and Ava already mentioned art, let's throw this one to Taryn. Do you have anything creative that you're doing right now?
Well, I'm not doing anything creative right now, but I mean, I do. I have been doing like video production and making videos.
Nice. Are you gonna show us the videos sometime?
I mean, I can. Here's one on my Facebook.
Okay.
We went ghost hunting.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
All right, Tracy Halstead's got a question. I'm going to ask this one to, let's go Aaliyah on this one. What are you looking forward to the most after quarantine is over?
Probably going to places, just going to places to eat, probably, because we are super busy a lot of the time. Or that's another one, just I like to be busy, so just have things to do again. So yeah.
Yep.
I like to go places.
Anything outside the house, right? Just anything. Naomi's asking you guys, what do you guys want to be when you're older? And we'll ask everyone just real quick, what is it? And if you don't have an idea, just say pass. So we'll start with you, Taryn.
I've always wanted to be a veterinarian, but like, I've been kind of like having that time where I'm like trying to figure out what I really want to do.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I'm like trying to broaden my horizons. Like maybe I want to be a teacher. Maybe I want to be, a video person. I don't know.
Yeah. This is probably a really stressful question for you as a senior. I didn't realize that, but you're like, please don't ask me. Please don't ask me.
Yeah. It's fine.
Yeah. Ava, how about you?
I want to work at the humane societies with the cats.
Nice. Awesome. Is that why you're wearing the cat shirt?
No, I just like cats.
Okay. I love it. Luke, how about you?
Well, ideally, I'd be a certain masked superhero, but who's not a superhero, who's actually a Dark Knight who stops crimes and whatnot.
No
But
idea who that is.
that's not realistic. Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
sorry. But realistically, I'm thinking FBI.
Okay, nice. And Aaliyah,
So-
how about
so
you?
that-
Oh, go ahead, Kim.
I was just gonna say that's how you be Batman in like a legal way. You can
Exactly,
legally track down and
exactly.
hunt crime as an
Oh,
FBI
man,
agent.
there you go. All right, Aaliyah, how about you?
Either a writer or a photographer.
Nice, I love it. Awesome.
Okay, I see this one from Krista Hagen. What chore would you be happy to never do again? I'm gonna ask Ava and then Luke Lundahl. So Ava, start with you. What chore do you wish you would never have to do again?
Probably vacuuming.
Yeah. And Luke?
See, that's a tough one for me because I'm kind of a perfectionist, so I wouldn't want to get rid of my chore because everybody else would do it in a way that I wouldn't like, so I would just keep them.
Wow.
I've never heard that response before from a teenager.
He's like, I would rather do the chore and know that it's done right than trust someone else.
Exactly.
I'll just keep
Yeah.
all my chores, please.
Man, Luke, can you come to my house and do my chores, please?
Well, depends on how much you'll pay me, but
I'll give you a hug.
Can't do that right now, Kevin.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
That's illegal.
6 feet.
What else we got here? Let's see, lots of stuff about Batmobiles and Teslas.
How about from Ashton? What is something your parents have made you do during this time that they normally don't make you do? Have they added any chores or responsibilities to you guys now that you are home all the time?
we gotta ask Taryn this. All right. Since it's Ashton, we gotta ask you, Taryn.
Let me think. I mean, I've basically just been doing chores and stuff. I mean, I guess I did skip kitchen one day. So they made me clean the kitchen 3 days after that each day. So that was fun. But like I've basically been doing my normal chores and stuff.
That seemed like a very nice, safe answer. I like it.
That was very
That was
safe.
good. That was good.
Oh, by the way, Luke Lundahl, Elizabeth says that she wants to hire you,
There you go.
which I think she's half kidding, but I also think she's half serious because she could
Probably.
use some help around the house. So I'm just saying, is there a scenario, Luke Lundahl, where you would be willing to do some work for Elizabeth for a negotiable rate?
Quite possibly.
Okay.
Quite possibly.
All right, Elizabeth, give the Lundahls a call when this
There you go.
chat is over.
This is
Oh, she was-
is Laurelwood
said she's
Live right
been-
here. We're
Elizabeth
getting
says she's
people
serious.
jobs. Yep. There you go. There it
Elizabeth is serious. Okay. And your mom, Luke Lundahl, your mom is following up with, yes, he needs a job. So,
Yeah.
Well, church setup crew isn't enough.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
not
there's
right
like-
now.
there's
We're
no
not
setup.
doing anything.
I know. Yeah, absolutely zero setup crew. I know you guys have been missing your $100 a month check.
Yep.
All that money you make on setup crew.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
So much.
Man. All right. I'm curious to know from you guys. This one isn't in the chat, but I just want to know from you guys. Is there anything that you have enjoyed more about the aspect of living at home and doing online school instead of having to go to school and every day, or is it just like all of it's worse? So I'll start with Luke.
Being able to do my work on my own schedule is nice because like when you're actually there, it's all like spaced out and everything is the way your teachers want it and everything, but I can just do it the way I want to. So that's nice.
Nice. What about for you, Aaliyah? Is there anything you enjoy more?
Just I like being at home more because because our teachers give out all the work at the beginning of the week, and so I try and finish it all at the beginning of the week, and so I have no work to do the rest.
Wow. So you can have like a 5-day weekend?
Hmm.
It's not even a weekend at that point. That's like almost the majority of your week. What about for you, Ava?
Well, there's less work to do because the parents said that the kids didn't have enough time and they were putting too much stuff on there. So they shortened it up So that's nice.
Nice.
So just to be clear, Ava, you're saying that when you first started, your teachers were giving too much work, and the parents said, "Whoa, whoa, hold up," and now there's not as much, right?
Well, well, supposedly it was too much work, but I feel like it's the same.
I love how honest you are, Ava. We need to have you on here more often.
But
This is
it's
great.
nice to have less work, is what you're saying. Yeah, there you go. All right. How about for you, Taryn? Is there anything you've enjoyed more?
I like sleeping in.
There you go. Yeah, you don't have to wake up at 7 a.m. to get to school.
Yeah. I just like enjoy like being able to like do my work on my own time too.
Nice.
So like I don't have to like rush because usually I do things last minute, which is my mom's pet peeve. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna hear her laugh, but that's like yeah. So
Nice.
it's
Raise your hand if you guys have kept the same sleep schedule. Raise your hand if you're staying up way later than you were before. Yeah. That's what I figured. Yep.
We have a question, another question from my daughter, Haley. She wants to know, and I'll just ask Ava this, has anything really cool or really important happened during coronavirus? Ava, thoughts on that? Anything really cool that's happened during this time?
Well, kind of. I got my mom got Messenger Kids on her phone and Marco Polo, so I've been contacting Aaliyah, Haley, Naomi Ball, and Maddie
Fun.
Wild. And then I have my cousin on there, my friend who lives next door, and my brother's friend who lives next door too. Which my brother contacts his brother's friend. My brother's friend.
Yeah, Marco Polo is a fun app to kind of go back and forth on. I know that Melanie has used it, and of course Haley's been using it, which is super, super fun. Naomi, by the way, Naomi wants to say to you, Ava, that she loves you with 4 heart emojis and was that like a sad face emoji?
I think sad face because she can't see her. That's my guess.
Okay, gotcha. So Naomi gives her love, Ava. We probably just have time for one more question. I'm going to end with this one, which thank you, by the way, thank you, chat, for some fantastic questions. This has been a very lively and interactive Tuesday chat, so thank you for that.
We got some cool, hip youngins, you know?
I honestly feel like we're getting a lot more interaction with our students on here, and I'm like, maybe we should just have students every single week.
There we go. They're cooler than I am.
All right, so this is final thing here, and we're just going to go around and have each of you share. This is a question that I had kind of shared with you guys earlier. I'd love for you to give any sort of helpful words or words of encouragement to other students or kids who are watching right now. So if you could give just like some helpful thoughts or advice or a word of encouragement, what kind of things would you say? What kind of things would you encourage other kids and students who are watching? Let's start with let's go reverse order and go Taryn this time.
I would say, like, I thought that the years would go like completely fast, but now I'm just like, well, not fast, but like slow, and like I would have enough time. So, but it just like went so fast, and now it's just like it's ending, and now I'm gonna start my adult life. So I'd just say, like, don't take it for granted. Like, you're at school and you start to hate it, but then like I'm like, why did I ever think that? Like, school is amazing. So I never thought I would say that, but
and thank you. I think that's a great perspective as a senior who only has a few weeks left of school, and as a senior who hasn't been able to go back to school and say goodbye to your friends. I think that's a really, really wise, Pascal even says words of wisdom. So thank you for sharing that. Luke Lundahl, some encouragement, words of advice that you can give other students who are watching right now.
I'd say, like, I know these weeks of online school are kind of terrible for most people, but there are only a few weeks left, and then hopefully next year we'll be able to just see everybody again. So, like, we're almost there, and maybe even try to enjoy it while it goes. Although for online school, it doesn't really seem like there's a ton of a way to. But like, it's almost done, and then we can be in the summer and hopefully see our friends and what.
Annabelle said there's only 18 more days of school. Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Ava Davini, words of encouragement, some helpful tips or advice or thoughts you give to other students watching tonight.
Probably to like encourage others that it's okay and that they can persevere and keep going.
Great words.
Love it.
I appreciate your thoughts on that. And we'll end with Aaliyah.
I'd say to try and stay positive because attitude affects everything. And one of my teachers, she gave a great scenario. She said, think of it like you're running a race. Like this is the end of the race. A lot of people are tired. Do you stop and just walk and kind of give up? Or do you sprint to the finish line?
Good
and
stuff.
I really like that scenario.
Wow. Kevin, we need to get them to do one of the devotionals on Sunday. Just kick me and John off. I mean, let's just have them come in. This is great stuff.
It's really cool. I gotta say, and Melanie just took the words out of my mouth, especially Ava and Aaliyah, and no offense to Taryn or Luke, but I mean, for Taryn and Luke, you guys are, teenagers, high school, you've been around. I just gotta say how impressed I am, Ava and Aaliyah, with your maturity, with your perspective. I really want to just say, for all of you who are watching the community chat, I want you to understand part of the reason why we did tonight, this kind of, youth student edition, is because I was hoping, and I think this just showed, I was hoping to show how incredibly amazing our young people are at Laurelwood. And this, I hope for everyone watching, you got to see a little taste of what Luke and Sam and John Rawson get to enjoy all the time. These are our youth, these are our students, and they aren't just like the young people. They aren't just like the second class people. They aren't just like the people that we want to forget about. These are amazing, amazing people in our church who are part of our church, who are living life, who are setting an example for the world around them. They're living for God, they're loving God, and they're just amazing. And these 4 students here are just a fraction of the amazing young people at our church. So for everyone who's watching, please know we have incredible, incredible young people in our church. I get to sit back and watch sometimes and enjoy it. Luke is right in the middle of it.
Yep.
John Rawson is right in the middle of it. And you guys know what I'm talking about, right, Luke?
Yes, I couldn't agree more. And I think, Kevin, you hit it on the head. And I think we should close it out how we have in previous weeks and just pray over them. And then ask the chat with these amazing students here, and for all students, can you guys just throw in some chats here, either your own prayers or just words of encouragement for these students. And as we've done in past weeks, we have copied all of your comments and sent them to whoever was on the live stream, and they've been able to keep those encouraging words, refer back to them, and I know a lot of people have been really thankful for that. So chat, we would love you guys if you guys can throw in some words of encouragement, and Kevin and I, let's just pray to close things out. So Lord, thank you so much for our time. We love these students. As Kevin was saying, they're just amazing. We love their hearts, we love their minds, and just who you've made them to be. And Lord, we just thank you that they're a part of our church community, because as much as we get to teach them, they also teach us many things about who you are. And Lord, we love that. So thank you for them being here. Thank you for them being able to share. And would you just bless them even in this difficult time and help them to stay close to you and stay strong in their faith, and with their family stay unified.
God, yeah, thank you for our incredible young people, and age does not matter. Each of these 4 that's on here just kind of really showed tonight that it doesn't matter how old you are, the maturity and just the level of just commitment is just incredible. And so, Lord, for all of our students, we have a bunch of them, elementary, middle school, high school, and all of them are struggling with different things. This season of life is weird and it's hard. God, would you just please, Lord, protect our students, protect our young church members. Lord, these four represent some amazing, incredible students at our church. And we have such a great group. Lord, we love them. I'm thankful for them. God, thank you for the time we had to be able to kind of, quote unquote, show the world how great all these young people are. We thank you for tonight in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
Man.
So yeah, we'll if you want to on the chat, if you want to chat a few more things, I'll just read some of what's already been said out loud. Mike Lewis, thank you, young adults, for representing your peers. Phil Ball, Laurelwood students rock. Anna Ball, these are the church now. Monica Powell, yes, our young people are amazing. Tracy Halstead, so proud of you, Ava and Aaliyah, great job. Melanie says, thanks for encouraging us. Allison says you're amazing. And then Tracy also said, Luke and Taryn, great job sharing as well. I appreciate your heart during this time and all the time. And Rebecca Lundahl, thanks for sharing tonight. You all did a fantastic job. Pascal, they did a great job. Amazing. We are here for you. So
Love it. Awesome. Well, thank you guys for being here tonight. Thank you, church, for tuning in and chatting to us. Does everyone want to say goodbye and give a nice wave to everyone in our church, even though you can't see them?
Bye.
All right, say bye, guys. Take care.
bye.
All right.